Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence. Welcome back to another video. I hope this video finds you well. Thank you all for being here and joining me today. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a closer look at an orange-based fragrance. This one is composed by one of my favorite perfumers in the world, such an amazing person. And of course, this is by the brand Marc Gebauer, and this is called Orange Flamingo. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this fragrance, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I begin my fragrance review of Orange Flamingo and I tell you all about this fragrance, what it smells like, how long it lasts, any comparisons I can make, who the perfumer is, so on and so forth, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance related content, if you like fragrance reviews just like this, but also top 10 videos, giveaways, unboxings, and more, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Of course, make sure to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell and give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. So the perfumer for this fragrance is Chris Maurice, who is one of my favorite perfumers in the world. He's made fragrances for Xerjoff, Navitus Parfums, Zoologist. The list goes on and on. I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person several times, both in Spain and in the States, and he is incredibly knowledgeable, super passionate, and one of the most talented perfumers in the world. So here we have an orange-based fragrance. It has orange and orange blossom. There's also a little bit of bergamot in the opening. You also have some floral ingredients in the heart, like jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, so on and so forth. And then in the base, you have some clean musks and woodsy notes. I'm excited to tell you what I think of this fragrance, the types of scenarios I think it's appropriate for, and I'll try to make some comparisons throughout the course of this video, but let's start things off with the presentation. So this fragrance is a little bit more on the fresh side, and I actually do own both fragrances from this brand. They were both released in 2021. We have this one and Air Tiger. Now in the case of Orange Flamingo, it opens up with orange. So you have this orange note in the opening, and it's really smooth. It actually has this sweet, well, slightly sweet, creamy kind of a vibe. This is not a gourmand fragrance at all. And as a matter of fact, there's no sweet ingredient listed in the note pyramid. But sometimes when the note comes across organic enough, you have that naturally occurring sugar that comes to the front. And it kind of gives you like this very natural and true to form smelling citrus in the opening. And of course, this is not a unilateral citrus because it is combined with orange blossom, which also adds to the floral tonality, but then you also get the bergamot in here as well. So I get more orange than orange blossom, and that's because I compared this to other orange blossom fragrances that I've tried, and it's quite different. Of course, there's Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian Paris. There's also a L'Artisan fragrance that I absolutely love that is called Sevilla Lobe, has a really strong orange blossom. I don't get a lot of orange blossom from this fragrance per se, but I do get a lot of orange. And so the orange is like 70% there, the bergamot is like 30% there. It opens up very fresh, very citrusy, but of course that floral heart does start to come through rather quickly, and you do have a really nice balance of the rose, the jasmine, and the lily of the valley. Now the jasmine that I smell in here doesn't have indole, right? So it's not animalic. It comes across smelling very clean, and I think that the musks in the base and also the lily of the valley contribute to that overall clean aura. But when I really look for it, I can also kind of detect a little bit of the rose in here as well. So it opens up fresh, silky smooth, citrusy, a little creamy. You do have that orange in the opening, which is perhaps not as much of a novelty scent as like Orange Sanguine by Atelier Cologne, but there is enough of it in here that it gives it that orangey vibe. And of course, just looking at the bottle, you can already smell it before you spray it. But it has enough of those florals in here to really create that smooth segue from the top to the heart to the base. Now, in terms of the woods that are in here, like I said, a little creamy, maybe even like a very tiny, mild touch of sweetness. So in terms of woodsy notes, I think there might be a little bit of sandalwood working its magic in here as well. Sandalwood is not listed as an ingredient in the note breakdown, but it does say woodsy notes and it also says musk. And I'm personally picking up on a very smooth and creamy type of a wood. I'm not getting anything dark like an agar wood. I'm not getting anything peppery or lumberjack-y like a cedar wood or something like that. So that's why I'm inclined to say I get kind of like a sandalwood, but there's still enough of that orangey vibe with the orange blossom and the florals that work their way 3-4 hours into the dry down. And so it's not like those ingredients are ever going to completely dissipate. I think the orange does, but I think you still get those orange tones from the orange blossom. And so very interestingly put together, very well done in my opinion. If you are a fan of darker fragrances, kind of on the spicy and leathery side, I think Air Tiger might be more your style. However, this one is incredibly versatile, perfect for, I think, the hotter weather, but perfect for any occasion, especially if you're wearing this one indoors. You can wear it whenever you want. And so given the versatility of this fragrance, and given how much I enjoy wearing it, I decided to review this one first, and I really hope that you understand or get a pretty good picture of what this one smells like just based off of the way that I am talking about it here on camera in front of you today. So I really enjoy this one. Orange Flamingo, I think, is a solid release. And of course, given the know-how and the expertise of perfumer Chris Maurice, I really am not surprised at all. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I do find this fragrance to be unique. I don't think this one smells like anything out there, to be honest with you. I think it's a very clean, very unique type of a fragrance. I think there's enough of that orange in here to keep it very bright and lively, but it's not overdone on the orange to make it a novelty scent like Orange Sanguine by Atelier Cologne. Overall smell, incredibly pleasant. You're not going to offend anybody, and I would venture to say that you're even going to get several compliments wearing this one. Longevity is about 7 to 8 hours on your skin. Very good longevity for a citrus-based fragrance. The projection on this one radiated beyond an arm's length for the first 45 minutes to an hour. It didn't start to sit closer to the skin until that 5-hour mark. Versatility, very good. I would wear it in every season, probably except for the winter time. I think because it is a citrus-driven composition, it would work really well when it's a bit warm outside. However, if you're wearing this one indoors, you can wear it all year round. I think this one is appropriate for both men and women if you just want to smell fresh and clean. And this one is also guaranteed to land you a few compliments as well because of how accessible the DNA of this fragrance is. I think this one will appeal to anybody of any age, and I can see myself wearing this one casually and formally because it just smells clean, very well groomed and polished. And so that's definitely the vibe that you want to give across, especially when you're putting on a really nice shirt and tie or a really nice suit. And in terms of the presentation, I really do like the cap. I like the design and the feel of the cap. The name of the fragrance itself, I'm still struggling a little bit to understand. I did watch the video that was on the official website. It looked kind of like an action movie. I'm gonna leave a link to that down below so you can watch it for yourself and make up your own mind. But my final verdict on this fragrance is, if you are familiar with the incredible fragrances of perfumer Chris Maurice, if you're looking for something that is very versatile, mass appealing, easy to wear, compliment getter, and also comes across smelling very crisp and professional, check out Orange Flamingo by Marc Gebauer. I really do enjoy this fragrance. And this is one that I might not necessarily wear in the evening, but I can see myself wearing this to work on quite a number of occasions. And I did wear this one quite a bit over the summer because it has been in my possession for a few months now. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was my fragrance review of Orange Flamingo by Marc Gebauer. If you own or have tried this fragrance, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Please don't forget to support this channel by subscribing to it. If you enjoyed this video and if you took something of value from this video, please enable all notifications by clicking on the bell. Like this video if you like it. Thank you for watching. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.